Are we live? We live? Okay, now we are. Are we live? Yeah. Okay, so yesterday it sucked. Like two outer power outages. Yeah, two power outages. And yeah, had to do 3 streams. I mean, already separate them into 3 streams. It's kind of annoying. Oh yeah, for today, or I guess what I'm trying to do here with this series is try to show people how they can just pull for horses and their costumes, or I guess outfits, is what I've been mainly doing. And I've seen a lot of people just you know, say that you need Super Creek and you need Kitasan Black, or either one of them to, you know, have success in the game. And if you check the channel, I have been doing all of these horses careers to the end and getting to the finals with just some cards the game gives you. So let me show real quick those cards, these cards. So this is a free card, not really good for anything other than long races. And then those two ones. One is a guts, but yeah, it's what the game gave you. So I have been using those, and I have been getting pretty successful in my runs, just from learning to play the game and not really relying on stats, but just learning mechanics and decision making and picking the right skills, stuff like that. And starting out, yeah, you really need a good parent. Taiki Shuttle is a third. Yeah, she is a third. Should be a dirt, at least a proficiency dirt, because she does run in and out of dirt races. Yeah, that's one. You can always check what she's going to be ahead of time. So she just runs one dirt, shouldn't be that much of a problem. And then yeah, go on the Discord and maybe try to find a Maruzensky, this one, or try to find a Major Ryan with her outfit. If she doesn't have her outfit, you will not get her skill. And yeah, just get a Maruzensky, this is fine. Find Maruzensky. I do believe Taiki Shuttle doesn't run on mediums and longs at all. I just checked, yeah. So yeah, shouldn't really worry about race proficiencies. Or what's a race proficiency? Yeah, you can see here the length of the race, and you can see here she's very good. But she has a proficiency in sprints and a proficiency in miles. That means she's good for miles and sprints. So yeah, don't try to run her on mediums and longs if possible. Same thing for her strategy. She is a pace chaser, so we are going to be looking for pace chasing, I guess, choices throughout the career. And yeah, try to get a Maruzensky with, usually with like this one. This one has 9 stamina. This is very useful for all horses. But since it is a sprint and mile race, she doesn't really need stamina, so I am going to go for this Maruzensky that has a little bit of power. And yeah, for your own veteran Umamusume, yeah, you can just start out like I did, you know, with just some, like this one, yeah. Like A2s are already good, just the first one. And then yeah, this would be fine to complete the career. But my plan is to just do these ones. I'm gonna try to show more examples. These are very good. Yeah, speed, stamina, 2 speed, 2 stamina, 3 speed. This was a borrowed guest. And yeah, just by doing that and maybe following a little bit more of this stream, what I'm trying to show, you will be able to have something, you know, like this, a 3 stamina with 6, I guess, 3 wit and more stamina, or like a rush hour, a 3 stamina horse that you can call your own, whatever. Anyways, I always mostly pick Biwa because I do love Biwa. I guess this Biwa that I have. And yeah, I always go for fine motion. She makes getting wit very much more, I guess. Just she makes it more consistent. Getting wit. So what are we looking for in this career? Yeah, just speed. It's the main reason why people tell you to start running with Bakushin, Sakura Bakushin and Harura, maybe a little bit. It's because training for miles and sprints can be pretty much just training speed. It's very simple. Which is what I'm going to be attempting in this stream. Yeah, let's have a little bit of fun. And yeah, you can pretty much ignore all the other like this mechanic, friendship mechanic. I am still going to go for the friendship mechanic, but yeah, you can pretty much just train speed and you have a good amount of success, especially if you have, you know, just a good family. You might have noticed that I am not really talking about support card strategy and perks and all this stuff. It's because yeah, I do really want to show people that they can just sort of ignore getting those. I do still recommend having at least 2 speed. You can see it right here. This is his speed, this is the speed. I do recommend having at least 2 speeds. And you know, fine motion. The rest you can just adapt to what you have. I guess the default would be I guess for mile races would be woods, and miles and sprints would be 4 speeds and then 1 stamina and then 1 whatever, maybe even 5 speed. But yeah, I don't really want to dive too deep into support card strategy. Yeah, once you don't have enough energy, either go for recuperation or go for rest. That's 15%. Gonna go for it. She did. Also, yeah, I am skipping all the dialogue. It's because I have already read everything at least once. So if you have this, it will stop. It will stop at a dialogue that you haven't read. The dialogues, like this one, support card, are random. And for this scenario, they always happen. Let's say 15. If there is a friendship, yeah, I'm not going for that. Okay, let's go. Have you seen that video? It's a guy that he loves, I guess, fairs. Fairs? What are those called? It's carnival fairs in Sweden or whatever. Okay, so for skills, this is the Metal Zen skill. It says acceleration, final corner or later. Acceleration, in my opinion, is a premium mechanic in the game. It's kind of hard to come across acceleration, and you really only need 1 acceleration skill at the end of the race, and you're pretty much whoever gets their acceleration first wins the race. Most of the time, if they both have adequate stats. I am going to be watching all races. Why watch all races? Yeah, it's because you are training a horse, and you have to use the races as a benchmark, benchmarking tool to be able to tell what your horse needs for the future. So pretty much more, I mean, it is junior year pre-debut, just the debut rules. Let's say rush is kind of bad. And yeah, and usually you are not going to lose debut races unless you really mess stuff up. Pretty much just looking for, you know, just getting unlucky. If she gets unlucky, getting unlucky is very rare. Getting unlucky and not being able to have done something to prevent it or just minify or diminish randomness. If they think, you know, you can diminish the effects of luck in this game by training well enough. So yeah, if she's getting boxed in really frequently, yeah, it's not really luck. It's you not training well enough, or picking you know, just picking maybe non-optimal choices. Now I will try to show in this series how you can maybe stop relying on blaming luck, and maybe stop relying on cards that much and just have fun with the game. And by fun I mean just, yeah, you know, getting to know the horses, reading up on story, reading up on history. I did find I do recommend watching Sketchy if you haven't. He just started playing Umamusume yesterday. Was a great stream. He does. I do believe he has something very special going on in his channel. It is Sketchy the horse guy on YouTube. And yeah, pretty much. So after junior the debut race, you unlock races, and you should be going for G1s as much as you can. Taiki Shuttle doesn't really have G1s to go for because she is a miler, and my races don't really have G1s, at least the junior year. And let me check real quick. That is a 1 mile race. Yeah, this one. And then yeah, it's pretty much it. Yeah, just you can go for friendships like I am, but if you're just starting out, yeah, just go for speed and don't worry about anything else. Especially if you are using Bakushino, Sakura Bakushino. She can run as a front runner, which means she doesn't really have to worry about spacing and positioning and I guess stamina skills, stuff like that. She doesn't have to worry about a lot of stuff. She just has to worry about going for speed. Let's make it a competition. Yeah, and once you start getting comfortable with just running places normally, then yeah, you can. I'm gonna go for some G2s as well. excuse me. Yeah, just going... Once you start going, getting comfortable, you're just winning. Just training speed and then winning some races. Yeah, then you can start going for, you know, friendships. And maybe start worrying about, you know, stuff like power and width. Yeah, if you're starting out, let's say, but yeah, that's what I mean. It's a new event that I haven't seen, so the auto skip stops. I'm going to be reading everything that I haven't. That's why is what I like, is what I find fun, the most fun about the game. Straight away adapt. Yeah. Speed and doing some races. So for skills, just look for those ones that have stuff like final corner, or final straight, or final spurt. Those are usually very good. You can see here her ult. This is her ultimate, or her ult, which already gives us acceleration. So she does have 2 acceleration skills, which is more. It's kind of a overkill, or over unalive. And yet this doesn't say final. This doesn't. This says early. And this is a debuff. And this is mid race. So I'm just gonna go for Pace Chaser Savvy. It affects throughout the whole race, I believe. She's pretty much only a... You can make her a front runner, I believe. I'm going to be doing her as a Pace Chaser, so I just have a little bit more to explain. Pace chasing, in my opinion, is the hardest strategy. Just because of the fact that you need more stamina than front running, and you know, all the other ones. I also messed a little bit with the mic settings. Gotta check the val later. Yeah, gonna be watching. Going to be watching all the races. Last race was a mile race, and she did pretty well. This is a sprint race, a G2 sprint race. So what I'm looking for is different than mile race. Getting a late start here is very bad. She will not have enough time to adjust. Okay, so yeah, so for races you need, especially for pace chasers, you need good positioning, good amount of stamina, and good amount of speed and skills for the last corner and last straight. She does have 2 acceleration skills, so yeah, just focusing on speed seems to be the way. That's an acceleration. And yeah, if you don't have enough speed, or if she doesn't have enough speed and velocity, the acceleration does pretty much enough. Which can be the case here. Let's see how she does it, how well she does. She only proc 1 acceleration skill, that's the other one. Let's see it in action. 3rd place would be very nice here. Yeah, 3rd place. Cannot win them all. I am going to make her a mile racer. She does have a good amount of stamina. You don't really need stamina for this career at all. But yeah, I do like my stamina. It's kind of good to show how you can just get just one Maruzenski, good Maruzenski, and be good for all careers that you do in the future. Yeah, probably not going to go for friends. Just gonna go for speed or career. Or career. And look for G1s. Say Mario. Wow race. That's just pretty much that's the whole plan for this career. Get speed and do races. Can share. That's 130. Guess he shares number one favorite. Usually doesn't mean a lot. Just means the game likes your stats. But sometimes your stats aren't really the right ones. Like guts. If you have a lot of guts, the game might be, yeah, this guy has a lot of stats. It's probably favorite to him, and that's never the case. Do not train guts. I do have a stream where I picked two guts supports, and it went pretty hard. It did not went well. Still won though. It was the Tokai Tail. Was it the Tokai Tail? Yeah, I think it was the Tokai Tail career. We did the career with two guts cards. It was pretty bad. I mean, the stream was terrible. I was super nervous. There's Biwa Hayahide. Yeah, I do recommend watching the Biwa Hayahide stream. I do think that it's probably the first stream where I was very satisfied with it and the outcome. Let's see how she does it. Yeah, that's it. 2 acceleration skills. I see her getting boxed in. Kind of boxed in. So the way you avoid getting boxed in is by making her, I guess, smarter enough to notice that she's going to get boxed in the future. Which is why you would train wit. I do believe wit helps with just, you know, understanding the state of the race and her position and making her make better decisions. And then you would need power to be able to move. Just to move, you know, you need power to move. You don't need wit. You need wit just to be able to see what's going on. At least that's how I see it, or how I rationalize it. Or you can get a maneuverability skill. Either one works. Yeah, not really anymore. That's the Mario. Just gonna rest. Not sure for now. Second one for energy. And yeah, going for velocity on the final corner. This doesn't say final corner, or it just says straight. Can be a random straight, which can be very bad. You don't want randomness in your races. You want to be as consistent as possible. Yeah, can probably make her a front runner if you want. If you have the proficiency, you need a legacy with a front running proficiency. Horses like Maya no Top Gun, Sakura Bakushio, Seiyon Sky. Seiyon Sky not out. It's not out in the game. Yeah, not Seiyon Sky. Mihono Burubon. Who else is a front runner? Yeah, like those three are examples of front runners. Get him, do a career with them, and then get a front running spark, and then use them as a parent for Taiki Shuttle, and then she will be a very good front runner. And yeah, she will be a good front runner because she's running on sprints and miles. And then yeah, you can just go all in on speed and have a very good amount of success. I do find pace chasing more enjoyable though, as hard as it can be. Just means you have to make, you know, just means you have to play more of the game. To play more, you don't really see a negative in just playing the game you like. So yeah, looking for that out. Also, she probably won't proc her ult if you are playing her as a front runner, which is why I am also going for base chasing. You found a way. Yeah, you also need power to just break through from the pack. You can get stuck on the pack, and if you have power, she becomes more prone to breaking out of the pack. This is very important for base chasers. Yeah, I'm not really going to check for her stamina. You can check her stamina at the end by her facial expression and body expression. Yeah, not really worried about stamina. And fans are important. They are probably the most important part of this style of play, and I'll explain why later. It is one of the reasons why we are going for just G1s in the races. You should go for the races, like try to experiment with going for G1s, and then if you are not getting at least 5th place, go for G2s, and if you are not getting 5th place in G2s, then go for G3s, and so on. Once you start getting 1st place in G3s, go for G2s, and then 1st place in G2s, go for G1s. It's a lot of friends. Not really a lot, just 2. You don't need the reporter. Yeah, don't need her friendship. Yeah, going for speed is what? Pretty much. There is a limit to how much speed I will be training, or we will be training, because I also want to focus on getting sparks. No, like sparks. Getting at least a 2-star stamina spark is very good in my opinion. And you know, if you get a legacy with she can run long now. Oh, she cannot really. Anyways, yeah, if you can find, you know, just make a horse by yourself with 3 2-star sparks, I'd say you are already good to go for most careers. Check for... Not really. I do tend to check a lot for those skills. She did get a special week skill. Bit rate. Yeah, I see what I check. That bit rate stuff. It is reaching 11k at times, not at all times. It is reaching though, and YouTube should just wants it to be at 11k at all times, but it has peaked on 11k. Anyways, Mario race, G1 Mario race, very important. Gotta get those fans, gotta get those skill points. You also get skill points for running, just participating in races. Yeah, checking for that late start, if she does get one. And then checking for her positioning, checking for her skill procs. She doesn't have a stamina skill proc, so not really looking for anything at the beginning of the race or the middle, just looking for stuff at that last corner. Yeah, do not skip races. You have to be able to tell why she won and why she lost. Gotta be able to tell why she won when she wins and why she lost when she loses, or even why she didn't get, you know, first place. That's the two acceleration skills. Right here, she needs to go through the pack, so she would need more power. Let's see how she's good on power. There she goes from the inside. Oh no, vodka. Very nice. So yeah, if she didn't have a good amount of power, she would have probably gotten stuck when going through the from the inside of the rail. Probably would not have gotten past that. So yeah, good amount of power, and good amount of speed for the last part, because you know she won. Yeah, you also have to be able to tell when she wins by luck. You can win by luck also, and you can also lose by luck. You don't cut corners. Sorry, I have kind of a stuffy nose today. It's probably a... Yeah, we see here, velocity towards the front late race. Is what we are looking for. The early race, not really that good. This would be good for front running, but she's not a front runner. And this is mid race, and this is positioning, which is very important. And these for pace chasers. So my nose is kinda itchy today. Probably some allergy. It is also a Sunday morning, I guess. Lunchtime, around lunchtime. Kind of woke up late today. It's just Sunday, I guess. Anyways, same stuff. Looking for that late start if she does get one, to be able to access if it affects her running at the end. And yeah, probably the way you combat late starts is by having more stamina and more power, so she can accelerate more. She would have she would what's she would need to be able to catch up to everyone, to the pack again. Base Chaser Savvy. I mean, Base Chaser Savvy can also help with picking up the pace. Pun not intended. Pun. Pun? Pun? So yeah, looking for positioning. Checking if she's getting boxed in. She is getting boxed in a lot. Yeah, probably start training more power and width. And if she doesn't, yeah, just go trying for more speed. If you are playing a front runner, doing mile races and sprints, yeah, just go for speed. Yeah, she is trying to go through the pack a lot. So yeah, probably want more width and power. Oh, NPC blocking her. Yeah, that's just how it is. Good place though. I don't think she needs third place or first place. That's the risk, right? Of playing a Base Chaser. What's really the benefit of playing Base Chaser? It's like Base Chaser have better skills, probably better stamina skills than front runners. Or I guess ease of access to good skills. You can see most if you play a lot, or I guess a decent amount, you'll start to see that a lot of skills have a condition. Let me show where this is what position, doesn't matter. Passing another runner, position to the front, and passing another runner, stuff like that. A lot of skills have passing another runner, and you will not be passing, people if you are a front runner. So most of the time you will just not have skills. You are just relying on stats. You like that sort of stuff? Yeah, go for it. I do like just strategy, probably aspect of the game, or planning aspect of the game, and seeing everything coming together at the end. Okay, so she's aiming way too much for the middle of the pack. So yeah, stuff like Nimble Navigator. I love Nimble Navigator. It helps her with just going through the pack. What a Slick Surge? Maybe? I don't know. Slick Surge is for late surgers. Yeah, it can be kind of random whenever you get good skills, or I guess skills that benefit her. So if you don't have skills, or didn't get lucky enough, yeah, you can just level up power and level up width just for a while. Yeah, try to work in hundreds. She's at 300 power, right now. And if I wanted to check for a change, I would level up her to 400 power and then check again. You know, check the race again. And then, yeah, just assess, how do you say it? And analyze how she does with more power. Let's see if she gets, you know, box team, stuff like that. Checking for her skills. You can see she is able to find a way. She is managing to find a way to have a clear and clean last spurt. I do believe it is because she has a good amount of width and power. And then yeah, after that you are looking for her speed. Once she start going in a straight line. I wonder if the mic is picking up my breathing, my mouth breathing, breathing. I'm not really a mouth breather, but I do believe the mic likes to pick up my nose and my nose noises, and it makes me kind of just FOR. I am watching all the VODs, or trying to watch all the VODs. So this is Guts, right? It's 28. This is 18. This would be 25. Yeah. Sometimes I try to defend Guts, but Guts doesn't really help. I'll try to defend it whenever I can, though. Yeah, another, I guess, objective or mini objective in the game is getting width to 300. If you get it to 300, it is a good amount to stop training, because it does give a decent amount of chance for all your skills to activate. Mind you, it is not a 100% chance, but it is already a very good chance. Oh no. So yeah, if you get a check here, it's very bad. Please? I cannot get sprint from training, that's the bane of mile and sprints. So yeah, just go to the infirmary. Lost a turn. Oh no, big deal. But yeah, go for G1s if you do have the option. Let's say dirt and mile. Not going for dirt, or am I? She doesn't have really that much proficiency in dirt races. She's going to go for it though. It is a sprint also. Might end up pretty bad. And Yasudakinen, Yasudakinen, Unicorn Stakes. I do believe Unicorn Stakes was the dirt race. Anyways, speed that. Should be showing that this screen. Yeah, just training speed. Just training speed. Why Taiki Shuttle, Taiki Shuttle, Taiki Shuttle. And yeah, she doesn't really have anything else. This is way too conditional. I still get passed by another racer in the middle of the race. That's a lot of conditionals. And not really anything else. I'm gonna go for this dirt race. No, she might win the race. Or, no, everything is possible. I would be more confident in this race if she was a proficiency and A proficiency in dirt races. She's currently a B proficiency. It's because I wasn't planning on making her running dirt races. But you know, do what you gotta do.
ここ大井レース場に砂の疾風が巻き起こる。ダートレースのスピード決戦 JBC スプリント。人気と実力を兼ね備えた西のフラワー。今日は3番人
Yeah, I have
気
to
で
make
す。
sure. I have the. You gotta check something. Commentary. Yeah, you can turn off commentary. I do recommend turning this on.
は少し不満か。2番人気はこの子桜爆信号。さあ今日の主役はこの馬
That's
娘
Sakura
を置いて
Bakushingo
他
and
にいない
Nishino Flower. Nishino Flower is also a front runner.
気合十分いい顔してますね。
And believe it or not, Sakura Bakushingo is a better pace chaser. Her rocks way more
みんな集中してましたね。
consistently as a pace chaser.
先行争いは桜爆信号7番西のフラワー期待通りの結果を出せ
Yeah,
るか
blocking that road.
1番人気
Blocking that road is probably the most important part of building or making a build around your horse. You know, just for your career run.
さらに内から4番それを見るように16番西のフラワー並びかけてきた
Which is why
11番少し離れて
I tend to maybe pick late surging sometimes because I do believe their ult activates better as a late surger. Yeah, checking for speed and power pretty much. She got past everyone. Broke it off out of the pack. Yeah, this power is very important for base chasing.
Taiki Shuttle JBC スプリントを制し、砂上最速を見せつけました。2着は桜爆信号。
Action. Go. So that's 56k. Your first objective when you know, just talking about fans is getting to 60k fans. If you're just starting out, make that your personal objective. The game doesn't really explain the mechanic. Yeah, really nothing really. Maybe shifting gears? It's for Mayo though. Yeah, unruffled. I'm gonna go for that unruffled. She's trying to go through the pack most of the time. Can never have enough stamina. Can never have too much stamina. I guess for medium and long races you can have just an abundant amount of Mayo, I guess, stamina for Mayo, and that stamina is going to waste. Yeah, you can pretty much, if you find the Maruzenski with 9-star speed sparks, just 9 speed sparks. Yeah, maybe go for speed or power.
2番人気を紹介しましょう。サイレンス鈴鹿。さあ、今日の主役はこの馬娘を置いて他にいない。桜花賞馬娘タイキシャトル1番人気です。
私が一番期待している馬娘、気合い入れてほしいですね。
各馬娘ゲートに入って体勢整いました。
For the it's pretty simple, just train speed.
各馬娘綺麗なスタートを切りま
Not
した。
really train speed. She's a pace chaser. She needs a lot of other things. If I do reboot this series, I'll try to you know, just vary the strategies a little. Like last time I saw Kaiteo, I train her as a late surger, so next time I would train her as a pace chaser. And this time we are training her as a pace chaser, and the next time we'll train her as a front runner. Same thing for mile and sprints. Train her as a mile and should probably be a sprinter next time if I do make another round of those streams. So yeah, checking first for power, checking if she's really getting stuck, or if it is just getting unlucky. Yeah, moving from the inside. That seems to be her strategy. Making a, I guess, more a cute angle? Is it a cute angle? Just a tighter angle and going through the rail from the inside. Through the pack from the inside of the rail, I guess. Rail, whatever. So yeah, 60k. And then, yeah, your next objective would be to go for 70k. Or we already got 70k. Which means we can just chill for now. Three turns. One of the things about Taiki Shuttle Taiki Shuttle's career is that she runs a lot of G1s, and G1s can be so kinda intimidating, especially if you are just starting out. But yeah, I do not like karaoke. So yeah, once you start getting comfortable with G2s, you really will start wanting to go for G1s, and they'll stop being so intimidating. Almost at 600. So on Valentine's, that's early February. If you have 60k fans, she gets very happy. Gives you a present and you get a level 2 out. Which, like I said earlier, it's probably the most important part of this style of play. Looking for G1s. Let's say sprint. It is a sprint though. I really like. We are building her as a miler. Is it right to say miler? Kind of sounds weird. Yeah, we are building her as a mile racer. So yeah, gonna let us say G1. Gonna to be focusing mostly on mile races. If you are building her as a sprinter, yeah, go for maybe a power Maruzensky or a speed Maruzensky, and then try to make a, you know, just a 1-star spark speed or 2-star speed legacy, and then you're pretty much good to go. And then just pump speed. Especially if you are a front runner. For pace chasing, yeah, it can get a little bit more complicated. And I'm not saying front running sprints is easy. I mean, there's still a lot of, you know, just optimization to do. There is a mechanic that kind of handholds. Sorry, I don't want to say that. I mean, there is an unintentional mechanic that makes front running easier, is what I mean. Yeah, it's a unintentional mechanic that they will address later in the game's life.
気合十分いい顔してますね。
Which pretty much means that front running becomes harder later on. At the moment, it's probably the best. Yeah, it's probably the best
烈になりそうですね。
way to win the career. If you so very much wish to win a career. Yeah, not a lot of stuff going on. Other than this being a G1 dirt race, not really that much going on. Just looking for her late start, if she does get one. Looking for positioning, checking if she goes through the pack, like she is doing most of the time. And then yeah, checking for her ult, checking for Maruzenski's skill, checking for Biwa Hayahide's skill, checking for special weak skill, if they do activate. If they are not activating, then that means you maybe pick the wrong strategy, or maybe the horse just doesn't like, or maybe you don't have enough width, you don't have enough power, stuff like that. Because she did not really activate any velocity skills, and she still won. No, that means just by stats, raw stats, she's already pretty good. Yeah, my nose is so itchy today. I wonder if the mic is picking up me just scratching my nose. Kind of gross, you know. This is for front running. So yeah, got to 600 speed. At 600, you get a 50% chance to getting a good spark, and by good spark I mean 2-star and beyond, 2-star and up, which is very much desirable. And you can see we are not even in the last goal. So if you lose the next race, very unlikely, you should at least have a good chance to get a good spark. But, you know, this is a roguelite or roguelike, and yet the game really wants you to. I mean, the game doesn't want you to lose. The game expects you to lose, and you are expected to lose a lot. Especially if you don't have cards. And one of the things that I disagree with is that you cannot win without cards, no support cards. And that's what I'm trying to prove here, that you can just not care about cards and still win the career. Just by making good choices, preparing good well enough. Oh, I forgot to so FanFest in early April. You can see here, she gets all happy again, and you get a level up for your shooting for victory. It is now level 3. Very important. Just remember, 60k fans in February or Valentine's, 70k on FanFest in April, and you also need green friendship with the director, which is why you want to go for those friendships. Okay, so yeah, now you can see here that leveling up speed also levels up power, and this is way less power. So I am going to be level up speed so I can level up power, and once power gets to 600, then I will stop leveling those two all together. Or am I? 13, 8. It's a lot of skill. Yeah, then I'm just. Oh no, yeah, we do have Gorman. This is what I was saying about Space Chasers having good skills. Gorman is a very good example. Recover endurance mid race. That's when she is very likely to not have enough stamina. So it is. Oh, she can't run long now. What is this? No, it's a B. Yeah, she's not running long. Or is she? It would be no, she cannot run long. Are you crazy? So, because here that's skills for front running. Are you crazy? Yeah, just going for stamina skills now. And G1s, preferably mild G1s. You can also run more races. And go for 2 races and then rest. And then run another one. Yeah, I'm probably gonna do that. Not going for a long G1. That's crazy. I don't know why the game is recommending that. Well, maybe if she had 600 or I guess 500 stamina and more stamina skills, probably would have gone for that G1 long. Oh yeah, not going for it. Speed is not as big of a stat in long races. Long races, stamina is king, and power is king, and power along with wit is king. Okay, so this is going to be a good benchmark to see how well she does in a race that she's very likely, she's very favored to win. She's extremely favored to win this race. Yeah, let's check how much of this late start status affects her racing overall. She now has a stamina skill for the middle of the race, so we are going to be looking for that when it procs to check if it is a good proc, or if she, if she's proccing it at all. And you should be doing it for all, not just all skills. If you do believe a skill is good, yeah, then just pick it, run a race, and then check if it was actually useful. That is one skill. There's one acceleration skill, is already good enough. Let's see how far she goes. Preferably this will be a distance length. Probably not a distance, I don't know, 5 lengths. Yeah, that's a 5 length race. Yeah, preferably a distance, as she was heavily favored, which means yeah, she can still can improve a lot. Yeah, running another one. Get those Gorman, very good. One gold skill is equivalent to like 3 skills, just regular skills. So that's a pretty good value. I mean, most of the time, right? And yeah, speaking skills can be a very, I guess, technical. I guess, no, not really technical. It can be a very technical, you know, just thing that you have to learn in the game. But it started out as pretty simple, just pick stuff that has less corner, or less bird, or less straight, and pretty much avoid anything that has early or mid. Yeah, start out avoid the early stuff and focus on late stuff. Yes, you know, just late in the description. And avoid stuff that doesn't have either of those. And really avoid stuff that doesn't have either later race. Later or early, I meant. I wonder if my microphone's... It's not muted, right? Yeah, I forgot to check that. Forgot to do a mic check today. That would be pretty silly of me. Okay, so yeah, looking for the late start did not happen. Looking for Gorman. Checking for her positioning. Checking if she's going through the pack or going around the pack. Checking for her roll. Checking for those skills. That's a Gorman. Doesn't really do a lot. He's already in the last corner. Preferably, you should be proccing your stamina skills in the middle of the race, and not at the last stretch. Pretty good. It is a G1, an optional G1. Optional G1s are harder than sorry G1s. I guess from my experience. So winning a G1 in option G1, very good. She hasn't, yeah, she has lost some an amount of races. Still a lot of fans. So her story is kind of simple. No, she's a country girl. That's her story, pretty much. I do believe you got lost in translation. Because you can see she has a Japanese accent of someone imitating an American, and that's really hard to localize without her, you know, losing her nationality. In the past, the past localizers would change the nationality to French or stuff like that, or keep her as an American and then she's just speaks French or something like that. But yeah, you can't really do that here. Cannot change the character, so her story kind of gets lost in translation. She's like she is speaking just regular English, you know, in the subtitles, and the girls don't understand her, and it's really hard to get the message across that she is speaking a broken Japanese to the girls, but they are not speaking Japanese, they are speaking English because of the localization. So yeah, her story kind of gets kind of simple. She's a country girl and she's here to race for her family or country or stuff like that. And she's kind of an, you know, airhead, I guess. This part. Not really that important though. Yeah, that's a late start. Late start, base user savvy can help a little with positioning. You do lose positioning and stamina and acceleration when you get a late start. And speed, obviously. So yeah, late surge, pace chaser side can help a lot in picking up the pace. Rainy race, so everyone, it drains more stamina. We think we have a lot of stamina. Oh, did the internet? What did your internet go? No, OBS. I wonder if it is my graphics card maybe dying. Not sure. Might be. I gotta check the VODs later. I am messing around with OBS settings. You can see here they are not really going for the spurt like Taiki is, because they don't have enough stamina, most likely. Yeah. So having stamina is still really important for, I guess, mile races, which is why I'm going for mile races. People do like to group up mile races and sprint races at the same time, in the same group, I mean. There is a very little difference between those two, though. Just means you need more stamina for mile races. Rainy days. And sprinters are sprinters. Okay, so the last, I guess, personal goal that you are going to need is getting 120k or 120k fans. For the same reasons we got 60k and 70k. That's 14, that's 12, not really that much of a difference. I'm going for speed. Pretty much, yeah, just going for speed throughout the whole career. And, you know, checking for some skills. You know, something good might come up already. That's 20, that's 8, that's 14. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this one. Yeah, she's the yippee personality. She do find it, you know, just kind of bland. That's, I guess that's just a Japan stuff. I mean, all Americans say yippee right? Just make her a yippee here. She's from the country. She likes you know, herding cows and stuff. And yeah, you can see here we got almost 800 and 600. I'm going for width. Same reason. Now we have a good chance of getting a power spark at the end. It is still very much random, but let me check for other mile races. This one already running here though. So this one, and then 1 mile here. Yeah, third mile and mile. Sorry, I just gotta check it. I do really have to make sure. 410. Yeah, just gonna go for this one and then this one. Or yes, this one. Yeah, just no speed, power, width. I'm going for it, and then we roll for stamina. Pretty simple. Pace strategy, comedy pro. Not really anything. Yes, here we are not really leveling up stamina at all, and we do have a good amount of stamina. It can be good for PvP if you want to care about PvP. The stats required for PvP are higher than just doing the career. she can be helpful. There's a lot of horses, just debuffers, horses that make you lose a lot of stamina. And if you do have a lot of stamina, then yeah, their debuffs don't do really that much. Sup? Hey dude, missed you. Yeah, I'm sorry for yesterday. It started to rain, and then the electric company shut down the electricity 2 times. I had to do 3 streams. Yeah, I'm doing a Taiki Shuttle round today. Yeah, looking for positioning. She did not get a early, I guess, late start. This is a Mario race. No, this is a sprint race. This is a sprint. It's pretty quick. Yeah, just looking for... yeah, she's going for on the outside now. And then proccing everything. Let's see if her acceleration and speed is enough. I thought it was a problem on my side. I restarted my phone. No, it was me though. It was me. I had no electricity or internet. Couldn't do anything. But I got pretty mad. And it's funny because it was just, you know, just a 2-minute rain. A little, just weak sauce rain. And then, yeah, they do not want to be held responsible for anything. So they just shut everything down. It's a Mario race. Okay, those two are kind of not really that great. Just give me guts. And yeah, going for this unruffled can proc. And maybe go for a productive plan. No, what's shifting gears? I meant. Stitch, yeah, and then rest, and then no, dude, yeah, rest. Just do that one, then rest, and then okay, rest here, rest, and then train, and then go for the last one. What happened? What happened? No. Did I break the game? What happened? Though? Did the game break? I don't believe this. Stuff isn't clicking. Okay, now. What? What? Let me try doing that again. Okay, I don't know how I did it. Anyways, gotta report that to side games. Did you live stream again yesterday? Yeah, 2 times. The power went out 2 times. So I had to stream 3 times. That's the Manichi Okan. G2, so yeah, using this race as a benchmark to how far she gets first place. If she gets a distance on length, it means yeah, she's pretty good. And if she doesn't, yeah, she can still get better. Can still be a better horse. Yeah, looking forward to that. Late start, if she gets one. checking for what else are we checking for? And Gorman and calm the crowd. You know, at the beginning, in the middle of the race. It was raining here yesterday. I thought it was my line. Yeah, no, we got unlucky yesterday, I guess. This is a mile race. So, yeah, just looking for positioning, pretty much. And she hasn't really got a rushed status so far, which is pretty good. And she's a calm and collected horse. I do believe you can level up wit to prevent getting rushed. But I got in Halo to 600 and she gets rushed almost all races. I believe it's just luck. This is a G2 race. Okay, let's see how she's doing on the velocity. So, did not get a distance. It was like 3 lanes or 2 lanes. 3 lanes. Yeah, not a distance. I mean, it is a mile. We'll have a lot more time to catch up, or they don't have a lot of time to become exhausted. So maybe it's kind of rare to get a distance. I mean, it's good, right? Still means we have to train her accordingly. I'm gonna go for wit, 600 wit. Just looking for that final spark. And then, yeah, maybe get a what's called shifting gears at the end. Yeah, just going for it. Probably not going to get it to 600. Not enough time. It is okay. Yeah, one of the reasons why I don't really like going for mile and sprints is because you don't have an incentive to get stamina to 600. It is actually detrimental to go to train stamina. Which means you are not getting a decent stamina spark at the end, which is very sad. Stamina sparks are probably, yeah, it's probably definitely the most important spark you can get. Stamina is so useful across the board. Okay, so G1 mile race, G1 mile race should probably be easier than regular G1s. It is the last one. The last one is, I guess, harder than. I mean, yeah, obviously it is harder than all others. Obviously. Yeah, looking for that late start. And Gorman proc, Common Crowd proc, and positioning in last part. How many more Umas have you not raced? We still have. I have been saying that I have 27. I do not have 27. I have 20. 3 horses, or umas, and we have like 4 left. Yeah, 4 umas left. On my way, I think. So yeah, just 4 more days or so. Rest hour less, yeah, rest hour less. I mean, it might not even be 4 days, you know. They can take me like a week to beat, maybe. They are the hardest. Which is why I'm saving them for less. I want to build my experience. See, she's my favorite. King Halo's my favorite. At least right now in the game. Yeah, pretty clean. I could do King Halo last, but I just want to King Halo. Let me see this one. King Halo. She's very cool. This one. That was the last. Let's go. Probably not. Definitely not getting. Okay, this is good for. Yeah, this is very good. Speed star. Very nice. It's nice. Tamamo Cross. Yeah, see you next year, dude. Only next year for Tamamo Cross. Probably. Very likely. Okay, so yeah, December, late December, if you have 120k fans and you do get to late December, you get an upgraded ult, an upgrade to your ult, and you can get it to level 4, which is your biggest reason to get fans. Yeah, you can see here, break it off the pack. She has been running through the pack, so speeds are very important. Wish she had gotten it early, way early. But no, you do what you gotta do. It's just the game. King Halo the Prison Season. Yeah, she's one of the golden... What's it called? Golden Generation. She's from Season 1. She's not really a... She's pretty much an extra. She isn't really that important to the plot. I do like her a lot in the game though. Her story in the game. Just the real horse story. In real life. Or I guess history. So yeah, we have raced a lot of mile races. You can see here 6 out of 16, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So out of 16, 13 were mile races. So the finals are going to be mile races. Skibbity race. 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 Skibbity race is running very soon again. I was told. Gotta check out his next race. So yeah, URA final. Hardest races. GZ Mario. Pretty much just this is where you are checking for to how effective your training was. throughout the career, and it is a good benchmark for PvP if you are going after PvP, which is why I recommend, like, if you need a mile racer horse for PvP, then try to get her a mile finals so you can test her out a little bit.
さあ激しい先行争いで前に出たのはマヤのトップガン向こう上面に入って先頭からしんがりまでおよそ11馬身マヤのトップガン先頭に立ちました愛熱風神並びかけ
Yeah, pretty much looking for positioning, checking if she gets out of the pack, checking if if she can keep up with the pack or the front runners. Right now she can keep up pretty comfortably. Checking for that Gorman proc, checking for those that old proc, checking for the Maruzinski proc and the Biohide proc and the Special Week proc. Skill procs, I mean, all those skills as one, and then checking if they are making any difference at all, or if I am a fraud as Gorman, but too late. Prepared to pass. Oh yeah, also prepared to pass. And yeah, proc a lot of stuff. Just looking for if her speed is enough now. It was way more than enough. 次のレースが今から楽しみです。タイキシャトル URA ファイナルズ予選を制しました。2着はマヤのトップガン、3着に入ったのはグラスワンダー。We are racing all the other ones to stop streaming. Oh, when I finish this? Yeah, maybe for a little. No, just so I can just experiment the game more. Experiment around. I am going to stop. I maybe do, you know, just review my videos or streams. Do a stream of me reviewing my streams. I think that would be very, you know, just a good content, you know, to me and, you know, for people who are watching. So yeah, 2 more races to go. Just looking for this speed star, and then yeah, I'm pretty confident she might get a 3rd place favorite here. She doesn't really have that much stamina. Oh, that's still number 1 favorite. You can see this over here disappeared. It's because they are checking for stamina and guts, which is why you shouldn't really pay attention to those predictions, because you know you don't need stamina or guts for mile races. How long have we known each other? I don't know, 2 weeks? I do remember you showed up on the 4th stream. Yeah, it was a Major Orion stream. That was 2 weeks ago, or I guess 1 week ago.
試練が待ち受けていた雪降る URA ファイナルズ準決勝
So it is a snow race, I guess snowy. It still affects stamina, which is good for her because she does have probably has more stamina than average, or more than she needs. Yeah, looking for the late start if she does get one. And then pretty much just looking for positioning and looking for the Common proc and looking for the Gorman proc. That is for the first 2 halves of the race. And checking for a rush status. You still have to recognize if the rush status was a good rush status. Rush status can be good, you know. It can allow you to catch up but they do cost a lot of stamina. Probably not intentional that it helps sometimes, but it can help a little bit. Most of the time it will just mess up her positioning and stamina. It's Common Crowd, maybe Gorman. So she's in the middle of the pack. I think she found a way. I think she has an opening for acceleration, 2 acceleration skills. You can see she's moving up ahead, that's a lot of skills. Bad pass. Yeah, she did. She found a way. This is why you still really want power and width. She needs to be able to see the opening, and she needs to be able to move through the opening. And then yeah, speed for this last moment. I wanted to watch the last 2 episodes earlier, but I got disturbed by my cousin. Yeah, I wanted to watch 2 streams yesterday. I guess reviewed my thoughts, but you know, no electricity. That messed up my schedule, my daily schedule, you know. And I also found Sketchy, you know, Discovery Race, the guy that called Discovery Race. He started to play Umamusume, and I just had to watch him play it. So last race. Maybe she gets B-Star. Yeah. And then yeah, last points, probably gonna go into unruffled. Or just one of those. Pretty happy though. Firm ground, already raining or snowing. Yeah, number 4 favorite. Just because she doesn't have guts or stamina. But yeah, who cares about guts or stamina in my races? He always disturbs me when I have free time. Yeah, it's like they know, right? When you just want to chill. I do love my I guess my niece. I do have a niece. I do love her very much. Yeah, looking for that late start. And then checking for the Gorman proc, checking for the Common Crowd proc, checking for her positioning, and checking if she has enough speed, checking if she is able to access the race, the state of the race. And you know, just checking if she got unlucky. You can always get unlucky. Hey dude, that's Savamo Cross. She's racing. Savamo. Mario race, Marozensky, kind of good. Vodka, really good in Mario races. Special week not so much. Bourbon not so much. How many races left? This is the last race. Okay, so yeah, she's not getting boxed in. No way she's getting boxed in this time. She might move through the pack though. She can't really go on the corner, make a bigger curve because special week's blocking her. So that's just one stamina skill proc. So yeah, speed star. Marozensky skill. Marozensky is so far ahead. Okay, she's getting blocked off, but yeah, get blocked off. Yeah, pretty close. So second place. And just do it again. She tried to do her last spurt and she got blocked off. she had Nimbon Navigator, she would have been able to move past them. Or, you know, just more power and width. But yeah, we don't really have... You can see I have a lot of alarms. I don't really need to use alarms that much.
6番タイキシャトル
ライバルたちは強力です
Yeah, I'll always watch your races. And a Gorman. Earlier Gorman would have been really good, and maybe an early Kalmina crowd would have also been really good. And yeah, just activating more skills. Let's see if she does it now. See how well she performs. This is what I mean by it can be luck. It can just be luck. She did get blocked off. And that was a pretty nasty blocking off.
気合十分いい顔してますね
But this is why the game this is why the game gives you alarms, right? Sometimes luck just happens. But you shouldn't really blame luck.
みんな集中してますね
I do believe it, 90% of the times you could have just trained her better to not have to rely on luck. Yeah, just I guess we'll see, right? If she doesn't win this, then yeah, I am a fraud. A hack fraud. Next up, looking for that tournament. Not happening. I think. And a common crowd, and then check. Probably gonna get blocked off again. You can see Biwa here. Okay, no. That's a better Gorman. Okay, no, yeah. Out, Maruzensky skill. And then Biwas, and then shooting stars, and then speed star. Let's see if it is enough this time. Careful, my goat is there. There she comes. She's in the middle. Okay. Yeah, you can see this is the optimal way that she has to run. You can see, yeah, luck can be a factor. I don't want to just say the first run was luck. I mean, the first attempt of the race was luck. But no, you can always get better. Or just train her better. And yeah, stuff happens. That was the Taiki Shuttle career URA finale. Finals career. Wanna watch just so I can talk a little bit. Yeah, I did find Sketchy the horse guy streaming this game yesterday, and I was so scared of him interacting with the gacha community. People really love to just give away information, just an abusive, just an ungodly amount of information, and telling him to go, you have to do this, pull 2 times, pull 2 here, get the ticket, train speed does this, power does this, stamina does this, and he got so overwhelmed. He had to just stop and think. He couldn't really speak or think for a minute. I wish someone was there to just calm him down. But yeah, he did manage to manage the landing. It was very wise of him to just say, okay, I'm just gonna gamble once and then stop. That was very, very wise. So yeah, you guys, if you're watching this, yeah, go check out Sketchy the Horse Guy's latest stream where he plays Umamusume. He does some pretty amazing stuff there. He is a real life horse color. He commentates on. He does the yeah, he does the call. He commentates the horse races, and he's pretty amazing at it. What else? Yeah, I am messing a little bit with audio stuff this stream and quality stuff. I am trying to monitor it, but I do have to catch up to the other VODs. And I'm going to mention again, Biwa Hai this VOD is my favorite so far. I recommend checking that out. So yeah, her story is like, yeah, I'm American, and I go yippee-ki-yay. It's kind of too simple in comparison, I guess. In comparison to all the other amazing stories they managed to tell. And just from the creative writing. Look, her recovery is very good. Not really money though. Don't really have money though. Or I guess points. Pretty much it. Let's check for the spark. Probably the better one will be a power spark. Should I go one? Pretty far. Power spark, yeah, let's go. Okay, so this is why we want that 600 power. If she did not have 600 power, the chances of it being a 1-star power would have been very low. And I am pretty happy with just 2-star. And you should be too, just having 2-star. That is a 2-star, but you know, 3 stamina, 3 wit. That's 8 stats in total. It's pretty good. She did pretty well. Yeah, pretty well. Yeah, pretty well. Not really a fan of her career star though. Can't really blame her. Kind of hard to translate and localize her stuff. Anyways, oh yeah, let me just gonna do a little gambling. Cool. I am only pulling for horses. I am not pulling for cards ever. Hey, I mean right now. Yeah, that's a good. Oh, that's cool. Already did her story though. Does her story change? I don't think so. Pretty good though. Certain victory. Toward the front, so is he a pace chaser. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, I already have Deo though, which it was another. Cannot really complain. Oh, okay, so, yeah, so let me just check if her career changes real quick. Just her career events, right? Yeah, I'm not doing tail, or I might do it. But, yeah, no, probably not. I will save new horses I get for later, I guess, reruns. I do plan on doing more rounds of this. Okay, so for next stream, do you want to pick or not, right? Yeah, there's just Daiwa, same stuff. Might make her a mile, I might make her a medium. I do love medium races though. and lungs. Yeah, Daiwa. Next time. So yeah. Thank you. Thank you. What's her name? Thank you, Taiki Shuttle, and thank you for watching. And I'll see you next time.